shortly, don't worry, and we'll kick off the show because we have a busy show this evening anyway. And in front of us and live on Facebook is regular guests here on Monday Night Sessions is Jackson, Rox, Martina and Paul Bennett. You're very welcome.
Thank you very much, Jimmy. It's good to be
Jimmy.
here.
Put on your two mics.
Good
And
to be back.
you were gigging this weekend, but we'll talk more about that later on down in the Glen Bar, and back after COVID and back with a big bang as well. But let's get all that.
Indeed.
Let's kick off with a song first.
We're going to do a song by John Prine. It's called Mexican Home. It got so hot last night, I swear you could hardly breathe. Heat light that burned the sky like alcohol. And I sat on the porch without my shoes, and I watched the cars roll by as the headlights raced to the corner of a kitchen wall. Mama dear, your boy is here, far across the sea, waiting for the sacred coal that burns inside of me. And I feel a storm, all wet and warm, not 10 miles away, approaching my Mexican home. I'm approaching my Mexican home. My God, I cried, it's so hot inside. You could die in the living room. Take the fan from the window, pop the door back with the broom. And the cuckoo clock has died of shock, and the windows feel no pain, and the air's as still as the throttle on a funeral train. And Mama dear, your boy's here, and far across the sea, waiting for a sacred coal that burns inside of me. I feel a storm, all wet and warm, not 10 miles away, approaching my Mexican home. While approaching my Mexican home. Well, my father died on the porch outside on an August afternoon, and I sipped bourbon and cried with a friend by the light of the moon. So it's hurry, hurry, step right up. It's a matter of the life or death, and the sun is going down and the moon is just holding its breath. And Mama dear, your boy is here, and far across the sea, waiting
That's Jackson Rocks, Paul and Martina Bennett. That was beautiful.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So back on the road.
Back on the road, gently, we can say. But it's nice to be.
Nice to be back out gigging
really
and
is,
just out. And we're at Glen Bar last.
We were in the Glen Bar last Saturday night.
Yeah, that was a good night.
A
Few
lovely
parties.
night, great
I think
night.
it went on till about 1ish.
Yeah, yes, it was one-ish. It wasn't past.
It wasn't an
one.
early night, put it like that.
Yeah.
Because things have been stopping quite early now in most bars. Some of them are closing 11:30, 12,
It's
and
never
half
an
12.
early. It's never an early night down there.
But it's
is
never
it?
an early night in Glen.
And this weekend there was great crowds around this weekend as
There
well.
was.
because,
Terrific,
There
actually.
was.
you know, even from I had to go down to Downings on Saturday, and the mobile homes were all
Yes,
full again. So
that's right.
everybody was making a great long weekend out of it. And so
Yeah.
tell us a bit, because maybe somebody who hasn't seen, check out their Facebook page. But somebody who may have not seen you live before, because you do the Facebook lives as well. You've continued them on,
did.
haven't you?
That's right.
Yeah, we did one there
We did one
fairly
about 2 or 3
recently.
weeks ago.
Yeah, because we thought there were so many people across the world who watched us on that Facebook Live
Yeah.
and actually
Millions.
kept in touch with us. There's a
Yes.
lovely lady from
Florida.
Florida and America, and she's kept in touch with us personally
Wow.
ever since. And, you know, she said that it really made her day and really give her a big lift, you know,
Boost,
just watching
just-
us, you know, a bit of a boost. So we realised that it did have a bit of an impact. So
And what are you going to continue that going forward, or what's the?
yeah, we've been
Yes,
we've done the odd one for a group called the
Whistling Donkeys.
dog, no,
Yeah.
Is that who you're talking
no,
about?
the lockdown doghouse
Oh, that's
lockdown
right.
open mic
That's right.
kind of
That's a
Facebook
lie.
page.
Yeah.
This guy Joe had started it,
That's right.
and during COVID, and he keeps us going every Sunday.
Right.
He has something on from every half hour from 5:30 till 7:30. So every now and again he asks us to do a wee slot and
Oh,
that.
you just jump in and
Yeah,
it
we
then
just
he can
jump in
bring
and
you
do one there for him. But we don't get a lot of comments there because not a lot of people know us in
yeah.
Scotland, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
Certain parts of Scotland they might do, but
So bring us back, you know, from where it all started. Where did the whole
Oh,
Jackson Rocks?
gee, it started by accidentally.
I played in a band that did a lot of John Prine stuff, and I've played in several bands over the years. Nobody particularly famous, but anyway, I didn't. But they were called Legal Smile, and they are still going in different places and whatever.
Yeah.
And then I met Martina, and then the band started to split up, and
And in the background we were kind of just doing a bit of jamming in the house for fun.
and busking.
I didn't play any instrument at that stage, and I picked up the bass one evening. Paul was playing Hurt, I think it was. We were trying to get him to learn that for the band, and he was doing it on the keyboard. And I was saying to him, he said, "You need something to emphasise it." And I says, "But you play bass in the band. Why can't you do it in bass?"
Yeah.
And then I said, "Sure, show me notes in the bass, and I'll do it for you. See how it works with the guitar." And it all started from there.
Had you played guitar before, Martina?
I hadn't.
Oh, you hadn't?
I hadn't played any instrument. I played a little bit of accordion and a marching band when I was a child, and that was about it. But always loved music and always wanted to play. But
Yeah. So you were just self-taught.
so,
Yeah, well, we all are.
And how long ago? How many years are we going back?
It would be
about
about
18?
16.
No, it's about 18 now. It's about
Is it
18 now. Yeah. And then we started learning a couple of John Prine songs together, and we'd have done them kind of as a party piece and
And then
here and there.
we were at a friend's wedding, and this guy came over. We were just entertaining people during the
Yeah.
breaks and stuff like that. We weren't the wedding band or anything like that.
Yeah.
And this guy came over and he said, my brother-in-law ran this hotel,
The Londonderry Arms in
Londonderry
Carnlough.
Arms. And he said, would you come and play on Sunday night? I
Yeah.
said, which Sunday night? He says, this Sunday night. And I says, oh, I don't know about that. And Martina kicked me onto the table and said, of course we could do
Do
it.
the gig, do the gig.
That's
They
right.
take it,
And
yeah.
he says, I can't do it on my own. I wouldn't do it. He never would play on his own. So I says, I'll do it with you.
So we ended
He
up
was like-
doing about a year
Yeah.
every month there.
But he was like,
And
you couldn't play the bass for a whole night. You couldn't keep it up for a whole night. I says, watch me.
And you did.
And I
oh
did.
yes,
And that was the
I
start.
think I did. At that stage, you see, I was kind of able to follow. That's why I'm always on the left of him, because I can follow what he's doing. Because I learned how to play by the shape of his fingers. So I applied that to what I needed to do on the bass.
Right.
So that's how I learned. And then, so that's why I have to watch him. So that's how it all kicked off. And then I think I did one song. I kind of got the notes wrong here and there. And he says to me, "You're doing the wrong
We've a
notes."
very good friend of ours.
And
who
I
comes
said,
from Donegal.
I went, I know.
Keep it going.
Keep it smiling, keep smiling.
We've a great friend of ours from Donegal called Johnny Gallagher. Who I'm sure you have
Johnny in the
heard.
Boxty.
I boxed it.
And Johnny, we were doing an after wedding party for a friend of ours, and Johnny said, "Do you mind if I come along and I could maybe strum a few tunes?" And I'm looking at him saying, "Are you sure?" And he said, "Just for the crack." He said, "I can only stay an hour." So he stayed for the rest of the evening.
Stayed the whole day.
But I left Martina to go out. I was smoking at the time.
Yeah.
He didn't just walk off and leave me. He actually announced,
That's right.
Martina's going to play a couple of tunes with Johnny. And I'm going,
Cigarette.
no.
Yeah.
I said, "Johnny, I can't. I haven't a clue what you're doing that guitar, because you know what he's like in the guitar."
Yeah.
I said, "I haven't a-
Amazing.
I know, absolutely amazing." I said, "I haven't a clue what you're doing." And I said, "I do the odd bum note." And he goes, "In America they call that jazz. Play some jazz, woman."
Isn't he?
I said, "Just tell me the 3 notes you're doing." So he told me the 3 notes, and he took me places in the bass I didn't know I could go. It was unbelievable.
Brilliant. Yeah, he's a legend, and it's great.
He is.
Have you seen him perform with the band?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's something special.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It isn't. Come here. Before we'll go for an ad break, and then we'll come back another song. We might talk about what the bass you have in. What's the name on that, Martina?
It's an electric upright bass or a stick bass.
If you're watching on
Yeah.
Facebook, you can see Martina standing on the left with the electric upright, and we'll talk about that. But you're listening to Monday Night Sessions. Paul asked, what was the first song you played tonight, Jimmy? Very good. That was Elephants from Charles James and The Rise, and that was the winner of our song contest last week. And Charles James, which is James and Catherine up in Greencastle, are gone forward to the national final now, and they'll represent the Northwest and Donegal in the final of 26 independent radio stations. You've joined Monday Night Sessions. Jackson Rocks in studio. We're going for a quick ad break and we'll be back. What are we going to play next?
Are you going to do that?
Will we risk it?
Eh?
Will we risk it?
Yes, okay.
Risk it.
Yeah.
It's a song. Will you?
Yeah.
If Paul Paul McDevitt was here, he said, "You don't take risks on this show." Do you know what he would say? But we'll risk it. We'll go for an ad break. We'll come back very shortly.
The best of music on your station.
We at Highland Radio chapter can be the most thrilling thing in the world. And the new all-electric Audi Q8 e-tron range marks the start of something even more exciting, where progress is a matter of character, where an idea stretches as far as you wish to go with the range to get you there, and where charging times are reduced, freeing you up for even more adventures. Discover the fully electric Audi Q8 e-tron range at your nearest Audi dealer.
Right Price Tiles and Wood Flooring are 25 years old, and to celebrate we're offering up to 70% off across all tiles, wood flooring and bathware. And each week 25 lucky customers will win their order for free. That's right, for free. Right Price Tiles and Wood Flooring, up to 70% off. Birthday sale ends Sunday.
Your voice, your station.
The world awaits you.
Go for it.
Oh.
Hey John Prine, thanks for the tunes, they're sweet as peaches. Crazy as loons, always telling us how to be good to each other. You smart ass, smiling, aimless lover. It's rough down here since we got the news. Might take a miracle to kill the blues. Everybody's crying like a little girl in that little white, big, wild, goofy world. Tonight I'm happy, my happy place. They're all still singing Amazing Grace. Now it's fish in the whistle, lean on me. Everybody singing in harmony. Tonight in heaven must be nice. They're all eating peaches in paradise, and all them angels lined up in a queue just to go fishing with you. Just to go fishing with you. just one more thing. The one who made us all want to sing, made it look so easy, look so fun. We'll sing a little sweeter now that you're all done. Please tell Paddy, must be down since Merle and Bowie and Leonard and Prince got a pretty band up there, I guess. And we all wish you all the best.
Times heaven must be a place.
They're all sick of singing Amazing Grace. This fish in the whistle, lean on me. Everybody's singing in harmony. Tonight in heaven must be nice. They're all eating pieces in paradise, and all them angels lined up in the queue just to go fishing with you. Just to go fishing with you. Just to go fishing with Jesus, Paddy, and you. I got a little tongue-tied in that one. Haven't done it for a while and we didn't practice it.
Fishing with You, and it's by a girl called Corsie
She wrote this the night that John Prine passed away.
That's right.
She was so heartbroken. She's a young girl and she's a great songwriter herself and great performer. And she was so heartbroken the night that John Prine passed away there. She actually wrote that on the night.
What did you call it?
It's called Fishing with You.
Fishing with You, yeah.
Fishing with You, Corsie Blanton.
Corsie Blanton.
And I think it's a song
amazing
that's
stuff.
And where is she from?
She's American, we know that.
She's American, yeah.
Right.
I think she could be from New York, but I don't know. Do not quote me on that.
So tell us about because I've seen you in the Glenbar about, it must be, I can't remember, was it after COVID or whatever? Yeah.
It was actually, yes.
Before we were here last
after,
year, remember
yeah.
we opened up and you come back.
And you play for about, how many, 2 or 3 hours? Or how?
3 hours. No.
Well, we usually start about 9.
Yeah.
And it could be 12, it could be 1.
Yeah. But you must have a big set list to...
We have about, about 6
Well, I have
of
to read
stuff.
everything because I've got to an age now. I don't remember.
That's why we have to carry all these books around.
And so you come up and say, have you got so-and-so?
Yeah, a lot of people come.
You can
But still people come up and say, ask us for a song that we don't have.
Yeah.
There's so many songs out there, millions.
It is, yeah. But
you get asked for a lot of songs that a 10-piece rock band have done it, and they come up and ask us. Well, we'll work at it and see.
We've been known to do the odd rock song acoustically.
Living on a Prayer. John Bon Jovi.
We got asked for that on the Saturday night.
So Martina, some people can see on Facebook, but if they can't, describe your instrument, and you're standing here, and it's taller than yourself.
Yep.
It's a way of describing it.
And as you can see, Paul gets to sit all night and I have to stand all night.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
It can get tiresome sometimes. But this is called a stick bass. It's the same as a double bass. There's a double bass.
Okay.
But you don't have to carry all that wood around.
That's
it
class.
fits into the van easily. So it's called a stick bass or electric bass.
It's a beautiful looking instrument, isn't it?
Right bass, yeah.
It's really...
and love the sound of it.
And is that the same? Have you had that since the very start when you?
No, I started off on Paul's Fender, which was a bit heavy, and then I kept saying to Paul, "The frets are in my way. I need a fretless bass." He says he couldn't play a fretless bass.
That was how to get her to play.
So we went into Donny Otterson's in Maghera. He had a great music shop, and I noticed a Stag fretless bass on the wall, and I said, "Plug that in for me." And to me, it was just like doing the same thing without the frets. So then I decided I would like an upright bass. So again, we went to Danny's and they had this one sitting in the shop.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Yeah, well, we'll put up pictures on the Facebook on Monday Night Sessions as well. So what's the plan the next few? Where can people hear you, see you?
This weekend we are in Omagh in Miles.
We're in McCann's in Omagh, Miles McCann's, and then we're in Friels in Swatra.
Yes. And then
Saturday
we're off
night.
for a couple of... I mean, normally we would do 2.
Yeah.
And if you only get 1... You know, when you do without playing for 3.5 years, you're glad to get anything.
But you're enjoying it. That's
Oh,
the-
yeah. Well, I
it's
mean,
not that you want to be out 3 or 4 nights a week.
No, if we're out one night a week, we're happy.
But you are available for gigs.
Oh,
We are
we're
available for
always-
gigs.
That's big. So
And
Jack's,
we
if
do a
people
lot
are-
of after wedding parties. We did a lovely private party there in Swatter, actually, a birthday, 50th
That's right.
birthday was a great night.
Yeah,
And we've done a few after wedding parties
so
and birthday
baptisms,
parties and
bar mitzvahs,
house
or whatever.
parties. House parties, we
House-
love
We
yeah.
did a lovely party up the road from here.
Oh yeah, and
Where
Kerry
was it?
Keel and Kerry Keel.
In
Yeah.
Kerrykill.
Yeah.
And there's a hotel, or it's a restaurant just on the left as you go up there, just as you're going into Kerrykill. And it was beautiful. It was terrific.
It's good. And you know, you talked about house parties there, but I'm going to a
Love
house
house
party
parties.
in May with Tanya McCole playing.
Oh,
And
well, you like Tanya.
it's sold out.
Well, you know Tanya.
I know, and it's but they're starting to come. Before I was at another one before COVID, and it was with Anthony McQuillan.
Yes.
And
Yeah, I know
Anthony
Anthony well.
amazing night. But this was so about 25. It's a thing they do in the European continent, and it works
Yeah.
really well. And it seems to be it's coming back in here a bit, which is lovely to see that you bring
Yeah.
25 or 30 people. Everybody pays a few euro, and you agree a price, and all that money goes to the artists. And I'd love to see more of that.
Yeah,
Who
definitely.
used to do it years and years ago? Kevin Montgomery. I don't know if you remember Kevin. Kevin used to come over to Ireland
He would come up
every
to Ireland
year.
and
And his father wrote Heartbeat with Buddy Holly. His dad played with Buddy Holly before anybody else did.
Wow.
And Kevin just worked the whole time, and he used to do house parties. He says, that's how I make my living, doing house parties.
Yeah, and Don and Joe Murray would do them quite often as
That's
well
right,
for people
yeah.
from over America.
Yeah, that's right. Sessions in the house.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Martina and Paul, thanks a million for coming up to us this
Pleasure.
evening. Yeah, and check JACKSONROX.
That's it.
It's your Facebook. Check it out because you will find it really interesting. 2 characters is a good way. Isn't that a good way of describing you? I think.
This is why
Possibly.
we're talking and not playing music.
And you still have the van as well, which is lovely.
Well, yeah.
we
and
do.
so you.
Even though it's a slightly smaller one.
That's right. I was thinking
It's a
the
little bit
last time it
smaller.
was a bigger van.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a real
We're
real
missing that
camper.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were because you I think it was night after Glen Bar. I think the van was still
Yeah.
out in the car park.
That's right.
Everybody knew we were around when we seen the
That's
van.
Yeah, but check them out, and you're in Oman, Swatra this weekend.
yes.
Yeah.
If you're around
Which is-
there,
And they were back in Glen on the 29th of April.
there you are. So if you're
And then
down,
I think the week after, or a couple of weeks after that, we're down in Clare Island and Westport. And,
but I'm sure you'll post that on your Facebook.
oh, yeah,
anyway.
we'll post it
Yeah.
all on Facebook.
Brilliant,
Yeah.
brilliant. Well, look, what will you play us one more
will.
for the
We'll
road?
play a Chip Taylor song, will
Yes. This is written by a guy called Chip Taylor, who I'm sure you guys
Yes.
know who that
we?
is.
You know who that is.
And Chip comes over, well, he used to come over every year, and he wrote,
Wild Thing.
he wrote Wild
An
Thing.
Angel of the Morning.
Yes.
Oh, lovely.
And he stopped writing for quite a few years. He's a brother of John Voight, the actor, and which makes him an uncle of Angelina
Yeah,
Jolie.
and they used to work in a songwriting factory in New York, wasn't it New York?
Yes, yeah.
Where loads of songwriters used to go in and just do
Yeah,
nothing
just
but write
adapt.
songs.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, this is Jackson Rocks on Highland Radio Monday night sessions on a Monday evening. Check them out on their Facebook, and they're going to leave us with this special song.
Yes. This is called There's a Hole in the Midnight.
He did this with, this is on an album that he did with Harry Rodriguez.
Yes, that's right.
He's a lovely fiddle player.
I once knew a girl, she was pretty like you. Put her hands in my pocket and took her with you. There's a hole in midnight where paradise is slipping away.
I knew a young sailor, granddaddy's farm. He got what he wanted. Next day he was gone. There's a hole in the midnight where paradise is slipping away. Better watch where you're going. You just might get there. Better watch what you're asking. You may get your share this side of forever. One night we got nothing to say. But you better believe it, come hell or high water, it'll be some striking 12 girls. And where is he now?
Where is she going, boys? And who's teaching her how?
There's a hole in the midnight, and paradise is slipping away. You'll be taking your chances, you know what you're doing.
Well, it's no good without you. Just who am I fooling?
We'll plug a hole in the midnight, let paradise take us away. We'll plug a hole in the midnight, let paradise take us away. We'll plug a hole in the midnight, let paradise take us away.
Jackson Rocks, and brilliant stuff. Thanks, Paul, and thanks, Martina.
Thank you.
And thanks
Thank you for inviting us. It's always a pleasure to come to
as Paul would always say,
the Monday sessions.
the door is always open,
Thank
and
you
when
very
you've
much.
great quality music, safe back to Marrafelt, isn't it?
It
Yes.
is indeed.
Marrafelt, yeah. It's a wet whole night out there, so safe journey back, and
Thank you
keep in
so
touch
much.
with us. And check them out on their Facebook. They'll be down in Glen Bar, or they'll be down in Nora's Bar in Kilmacrennan,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
wherever, and they're
And
in
Milford, we'll be
Milford,
down
the whole
there
lot,
in
so-
August. And
Yeah, so thanks a million, and thanks for coming. That's Jackson Rocks on Monday night sessions at just 8:45, and going to kick off this next bit with, this is Oisin Nee with his song called Arcade.
They come and they go, but I'll